afternoon. Starting from the part of this daily news in the press by the new minister and the team. Generally, I want to say the general security situation across the country is calm and quiet. If you don't calm and quiet, you don't lose out to the system. Or for your understand like that. I want to talk about two issues. The first one, subversion, who will investigate, Salone police. And the second one, therefore, this helicopter will come down Ashore around water access. We don't come out to so many tourists. I don't know that Salone engineering. Also, this Let's start with the first one. Monday, the 31st of July, we informed the general public say the security sector will be further a lead when they point towards some people there, when their activities then amount to for being discussed by the country, for can destroy property, for can destroy life, and at the end of the day, for can change government with the just don't elect. So in pursuit of that, we as police, we institute investigations to that. Well, of course, during the investigation, we don't do a number of arrests. And the arrest is predicated on the evidence. So as at the talk so now, we get now custody 8 mid-level Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Forces officers. When I say mid-level, it range from lieutenant to major. We get 6 non-commissioned officers of the House Staff also, NCOs from private sergeants and category. Then we get 2 serving members of the Sierra Leone Police, 1 sub-inspector and 1 police constable. Then we get also, as recently as this morning, 1 retired chief superintendent of police. He's serving our custody for this investigation. Alongside all them, we also get 2 civilians. They help me for this investigation. As we investigate, we find out say we still don't put out the manhunt for a couple of people more. And that include 5 house staff personnel. Out of that 5, 2 are mid-level officers, then 3 are non-commissioned officers. Then on the police side, we look for 3 police personnel, 1 sub-inspector and 2 police constables. In the face of all this, as security sector, we want to assure the public say we are fully in control, we are fully in charge, and we are running things. We don't do a couple of things. We don't beef up the border security post them, the border patrols, we don't beef them up, we don't increase them by a huge margin. Constantly we are doing patrols, the military and the police, along with the borders, along with the army. Then of course, the posture across the board, across the country, we don't change the posture because of what we look at, the amount of taking off guard. So we don't change the posture because additionally, we don't step up the intelligence collection out of it. We don't deploy a lot of assets out there. Not only policemen there, but even civilians who don't bring them on board for providing with the intelligence. So we have to assure members of the public say, let them go about the normal business. But the advice say, if you see something, say something. If you see anything which is suspicious in the community, report it. If you see anything which don't satisfy you, report it. to me so that we move from act on that. Also, don't say, we're not concerned, we still not to the business. Who knows what will happen next? So that is the status of that investigation. So as of now, we continue the investigation and anything can happen. If the minister proceeds also along the line, if the evidence points out, we can go into so I'm also subject to that. So let people remain at ease, make no worry for that. The second issue we are talking about is helicopter we come from Mashure village about 15 miles from Waterloo. On Saturday, the 5th of August, around 11:51 hours, one helicopter, registration number Z5-RWT, the type na AS350. It one landing where they call precautionary landing, na that Mashure village, 15 miles from Waterloo. This helicopter, it belonged to one company where they call Sky Horse Aviation Company. We get the headquarters in Victoria, South Africa. Now, two people fly helicopter. One British, Richard Rich, and one South African, Nicholas Kramer. Then two people also, they are certified pilots, certified by the South African Civil Aviation Authority. To get certificate. Of course, we don't do an investigation into all of this force. So the helicopter, they use them for do what we call mineral exploration surveys with mining companies and environmental protection agencies in different parts of Africa, Europe, and Asia. This helicopter, we went to pilot on board. They left South Africa, Victoria specifically on the 28th of July. Then we go on an exploration exercise in Greenland. We come to South Africa from Greenland, we have to pass through so many airspaces. Right there, what they do, they seek landing rights from all the airspaces where they go for flight. They also have a fix they will be for retrieve because the helicopter is small. It needs a large volume of fuel we need for go very far. So it's like after every 4 hours, you need for calm down and retrieve. So you have to pass through the airspace of Botswana, Namibia, Angola, Gabon, Ghana, Liberia, Sierra Leone. Then subsequently, you go Gambia, Mauritania, the Canary Islands, then you end up at Greenland. Sierra Leone, for example, you can get a landing permit where they get agents. The house civil aviation operates UKB agents for take landing permit for flights where you can land at the country for a fee. Most times, and for just a fee, not for even sleep. If you never sleep, the permit will specify as such. For this particular flight, they get the agent, Patrick, Soy Camera, waiting on over 8 sea including off Wilkinson Road, in an agent for this Sky Housing Aviation Company. The secure landing permit for this helicopter, with the landing permit number LP/010-823-057. That's not the landing permit number, dated the 1st of August 2023. And the person who signed this permit, Nawab Usman D. Jallo, is signed on behalf of the Director General Sierra Leone Civil Aviation Authority. We investigate the pilots. The pilots, they say, at about 11:40 hours, if they fly, he left from Oregon, the Cameroon Africa. Of course, the agents, they wait at the airport, they will not reach there by 12 o'clock for retrieve and go. So 11:40, if they fly at 1,000 feet above sea level, they notice the helicopter vibrates some kind of way. It's so fearful. Lying there, struggle, they put a candle at this Mashure village. They put a candle, they call control tower, they alert them, say, we will not reach this particular level. They therefore locate the precise location by latitude and longitude, they transmit them to the control tower for telling them specifically. The control tower, the security officer at the airport, Lawrence Conte, he called the police director of operations, he gathered information. So together, we begin look for this place. The operations man called the LUC Waterloo for all of this place. Since now in community, now in the police area, he able to reach there and we see them, we found there. As they reach together, the ONS people themselves, they reach the airport authority people, they receive the aviation authority, that's why they reach there. Then conduct a search on this helicopter. They not see anything of police interest on this helicopter. We interview people will see when this helicopter is struggle for Kano. They tell me precisely, say, then see this helicopter, they wouldn't see if they don't see the streaming for land, otherwise it will crash. As the land, let's have good, they go to have the watch out of curiosity. They left the watch, police they come in, civil aviation authority they come in, ONS people they come in, then together they conduct the search. But one thing we clear about that. All them people talk to, no say you see they take box people see. No talk say you see what they got box they can go. Nobody will say you see boot camp they got come as opposed to what you getting on social media. How they go left in the inside boat, speed boat camp, all of those precautions. So but we get interviews so conduct on the spot. Nobody will say you see the tooth box. Nobody will say you see the tooth something pull, somebody can do something. No. So that's how the thing happened. Then of course, Salone Civil Airport Authority, they come with 2 certified engineers to run aircraft. They can do small things on this helicopter. Then do ground run, small. Then you know, so this one, we can move on small, we go Lungi or we left on Hastings. So they move on from that point, they climb on Hastings, as we talk to the back at the Salone Armed Forces, Air Force Base. The status now that they don't fly in 2 engineers from South Africa to come fix the helicopter to continue for go on an assignment. This helicopter and the helicopter will do exploration. Some of you will not see them here before this time. I remember 2016, 2011, where they came one helicopter we do similar assignment. You get big thing on a satellite dish. They fly all over the top, they do mineral exploration. So that is the details of the helicopter. The pilot in there, when the engineer come from South Africa, with all the way with we own civil aviation expert engineer them, they go look up, they fix them, we check them. We have all the documents, the flight route, the landing permit, the man and certificate, copies of the certificates, and everything they need for flight. So that's the details of this investigation. So maybe that all and so.
Well, we get an accomplished communicator and Inspector General of Police. Let's thank you to the Inspector General of Police for updates. You can get the message clear. An investigation they go on. The security apparatus confident. They don't just disrupt this investigation. They get people in custody really supports them right now in the investigation. And they want to assure family them now who say nothing only for what he wants. The country's security and safety, they assured. We professional officials they be on top of the situation. As far as the delivery line is concerned, the information is very simple. They don't conduct a thorough investigation. In fact, most of us say they are playing with us for what they say we don't know what. We get records that they don't really ask for land in Salone. And they don't also, in the abundance of caution, even though they know this, they don't go shake that place, turn all thing over, check everything for make sure we don't let no stone unturned. And then professional they are both from the security and the civil aviation authorities and they're confident say nothing only with anybody need to worry about and everything is safe. I now get the pleasure for welcome the youngest chief minister in the Region Senate Subversion, and I want to be in question, and I will take the question on the Salone position on ECOWAS because I've been already prepared for that question there. And then there's a question about how you feel, and then why it takes so long for the police as well, and basically media interactions across with the colleagues there.
Well, for answer the question, which are the articles for arrest people for the subversion. Now evidence. I think I said, no, she also evidence of so the evidence, not the one person of pronunciation, so that's clear. Evidence. You should also evidence point by so that's the answer to that question. Then the other question really asks me why it takes so long. I'm not saying it takes so long, but the reason why it takes such a time to come out with this explanation is because we wanted to investigate thoroughly. And now, as I'm talking to you, we have every document I've mentioned. I have the copy of the documents. I have their certified, their certificates certified by the South African Civil Aviation Authority. I have the flight routes of their helicopter. I have the landing permit. I have everything that they needed to travel. So we wanted to be thorough on that one. That's why it took us 24 hours to come up with the statement. We really want you guys to start picking into what we are saying after we have come up hurriedly. So I'm thorough on what I've said. I have every evidence to substantiate what I've said. Well, on the question of why we don't refer to them, the other who they investigate as Coupis or terrorists. To me, Coupis terrorists, not name no more, but what they do is a subvert authority. Subversion. I mean, we call ourselves subversion with investigators. When you undermine power or authority of legally constituted government, and that's subversion. So if you want to call it Coupis, you want to call it terrorists, but what they do the bottom line. So on the question of application for permission for protest, nobody, as far as that's all this moment I talk, nobody not applying for permission for protest. And this time around, as the security sector, will not allow any faceless protest. It's not possible. So I said, the law is clear, man. You got to protest the rights. You write to me, I invite you for an ethical interview, for conductor, you tell me how you want pass. From Okon to Fogeru to this that, we map the routes so that we will allow other road users to use the road uninterrupted. Then those are the whole end. You take responsibility. If it goes back, you are responsible. So you have to go through all of that before you can give you permission to protest. Then on the issue of calling names and what did they do, you don't be able to be patient with me. The first information we'll give on the 31st, we say we will follow some massive activity. And this time we can, the second time we can tell our numbers who they investigate and numbers who they look for. So the next time we are coming to you, we are going to give you names. No worries, you have to study the issue. Then on the issue of the punishment where they will get, the laws are clear. We are investigators, I already prescribe punishment. But the laws are clear, the law prescribes this punishment for this offense. So you have to wait for that time.
Well, the problem. Without on them, people will think say, well, it's not quiet. Well, it is the sheriff town and the country. And Mr. Senator, in consultancy, with me at the protocol, we don't consider it's born and just pass it, but they don't consider the whole country. So that's why we allow him to speak normally, because he's in charge of the internal security. If they look inwards, then they look outwards. For more follow, complement the effort through what we call now that country all know MAP, military to civil power and is the civil power. But coming to ECOWAS, the ECOWAS get to take on the ECOWAS Naval Force, where they've not developed. As Mr. Minister said, Sierra Leone is part of ECOWAS active member. We belong, before now, we don't pledge what we call a company. For that, ECOWAS Naval Force is still active, the pledge is still active. But for if anything, we never go inside, that's we never go at the highest level, the issue of making body. Of course, we all know President and Parliament. I don't get the authority for Syria, they go Nigeria or anywhere tomorrow, pass and get clear directives from the highest level. Thank you.
Get a situation in Syria. Now you see about some military personnel and big on the ground and other police personnel. You don't see, I see them pose serious security threat to the country.
Thank you.
I'll be reminded that this question is for what has Salone for years? I know it is surprised for seeing a press publication today that you don't really act differently in the State House. What is going on that people do? I'm referring to the forum newspaper. That's probably the most soon.
Okay. Now the final set of questions. I want to read the additional questions that we'll get through the system we'll be trying to introduce. Julius Maguna asked if it's possible for expedite Sierra Leoneans they would live outside of Africa if the inquiry implicates them. Somebody who is saying anonymous, they ask, waiting at the threat assessment before and after the recent detection of subversive activities involving the military and police personnel. And then he feels that the same person he asks, he says subversive activities could be subjected to many different interpretations. If you could be a little bit more concise, splits the said activities to a coup d'etat. All right, so we got a few questions. I think we will focus with the security sector and then we will cancel.
There's one confrontation between journalists and Israeli I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know very well.
Maybe that are not waiting the committees. We get total go Interpol now 151 countries make up Interpol. If even now you did another country we cause trouble now, Sallu for example, we just work with partners. That's what we did. We work with partners on that side through the NCB and we were able to pick up whatever we want to pick up. So it's a question of saying Sallu, we will not see that doing that now. So they are interested as such. And of course, they are already on the run as far as we are concerned. They don't pose any threat to Nigeria. They don't, because they are on the run already. They don't. If they are mad enough, they should come and fight. But they are on the run, so they don't pose any threat. Then on the issue of extradition, no matter outside the, as long as that country will be a part of the Interpol community, we'll get it. All we need to do is just develop your case history. Then I'm going to Interpol the assessor. They put the red alert for you. Anytime they will get it. We've done that severally. And we get very good relationship with Guinea, Liberia, we immediate neighbors. Recently, or sometime last year, when I was director of crime services, people that commit offense in Liberia, 3 of them, they run away council. We catch them as they meet, we send them go back. So there was no hard to know about that one. So that understanding is there, it's very clear. So on the question of threat, before this time or before the subversions we are investigating, for us, threat is not constant. We keep assessing threat on a 3 months basis. Threat changes depending on the changes in the population dynamics and the circumstances. So it's not fixed. As far as we are concerned, there is no threat. Until we put that one up, and as of now, there is no threat to wherever is happening in this country. So for any company on the road, if you see that threat, we are not worried about it. And of course, for saying subversion, when you go on the Oxford Dictionary, they say that when you undermine authority or power, that is subversion. But when we don't know for investigate, we submit the file to the law officer department for perusal and legal advice. They will tell us, well, we might charge for this, we might charge for this. So we'll wait for that time.
Question on the SDR.